1986, the year our world turned to ashes. The atomic flame, unleashed by the leaders of the East and West, like a genie from his bottle, circled the globe in the mere minutes and devoured it to the bone. Without sparing neither the innocent nor the guilty, without naming a victor to the bloody war, a nuclear blaze destroyed everything in its path, including the reasons for the conflict that sent the remnants of humanity back into the Dark Ages, back into the primeval state with no government, no technology, no culture, and no morals. 2005. 19 years have passed from the day of the Great Purge. Both once glorious empires and their loyalists now lie in ruins. However, amidst these ruins, new civilizations start to rise up to the unforgiving sun. From the rusted, radioactive derelict of the old world, new entered states, both brave and wild, emerge to join the never-ending battle for the right to exist on the planet, mutilated beyond recognition by the flames of apocalypse.
All right. Welcome to a sponsored campaign. Of course, I don't do company sponsorships, so this is not sponsored by any company, but of course sponsored by one of you. And the sponsor of this campaign wanted to dedicate it to their son, and I thought, what a better way of doing that than to just put the guy's son in the game. So we're gonna learn things about Oskar today that his dad never knew. Right. Let's pick a guy's face. Let's just pick one at random. I'm gonna look away. Bet you it's a girl. No, it's a moustache twirling villain. Well, I'll have to do. Okay, for some reason it got rid of the name. Okay, so this stats page looks a lot like Fallout's. I've heard that this game is like Fallout, so it'll be interesting to see how much like Fallout it is. And I also received information that Oskar is not a sports guy. He is more of a nerd. Wow, nerd is not the right word. He's certainly lucky to have a campaign put after him. Let's give him some luck. You see, his dad said he has a great personality, but of course you're going to say that. Man of 4 is brittle bones and in bad shape. Interestingly, in this game, your martial arts skill is like 60 from the offset. How high do these go? It doesn't feel like your stats really, like, change much. You could have 1 strength and like no endurance and still be just as good at martial arts as you were if you're not. Okay. So, skill points per level 17, so you grow quite a lot over time. Which is also very much the Fallout system. Okay, we'll go with speech, technology, and tinkering just to fit with the profile that I was given. We have traits here that are very similar to Fallout's in that they are like plus and minuses. This is such a weird thing to say. As survivalists and hunters, and I mean like real hunters, not people who go out on the weekend to shoot a deer and come back with it like that was a hunt. I mean like actual people who go into the woods for like 3 weeks and try and live off the land by doing some hunting and then they come back after. Like that's some kind of holiday for them. You know, they're very keenly aware that they need to keep themselves clean. Because otherwise they'll get all manner of things. Like trench foot as an example. Wow, I'd almost be tempted to take Hobby Engineer if it didn't look like it was such a horrible downside. You lose 2 stats, and you gain 20 skill and some basic recipes. Oh, I could almost be tempted to go with lucky one for you, Oskar. Okay, I don't know anything about the guy. I'm gonna leave the distinctions. I believe you can just not choose any. Same as Fallout. As I have never played this game before, I have no idea what might or might not be worth doing. So I think I'm best just leaving it alone. Permadeath. Why make Iron Man a difficulty level instead of making it a separate tick box? I'll just leave that as it is. You should never play a brand new game on Iron Man under any circumstances, even if you like difficulty. Because you just don't know if some bug is going to destroy your playthrough. Okay. So this is going to be heavy on the unnarrated text, I see. Oh! The smoke is devouring you. You see nothing unusual. You're in the barracks for agents about to be deployed on field work. Having nightmares, Cadet Oskar. Even yesterday's storm didn't wake you up. What is my mission, though? That'll be disclosed during the final briefing. Come on, soldier, shape up. Get some food into your system. There are some biscuits on the table, and think about what to do with you next. Some time before the briefing starts. Let the spirit knock yourself out on those biscuits. No soup for you, though. You slept straight through serving time in the mess hall. Honestly, not a huge loss. Okay, this interface screams Fallout. Oh my god. It could have been lifted from Fallout 2. Oh, we're wearing a Christmas jumper. Oh, that's hilarious. Because we're playing in December. I presume that because we're playing in December, my new character has a Christmas jumper on. That is funny. Okay, you have to like hold right click. Why did that change from 1,000 of 1,500 to 600? Wasteland habits never die. Nails. Can I? Okay, I can rotate. I see my loot goblin instincts are going to be tickled in this game. Nice. We all know that toilet paper is one of the most useful things in the apocalypse. You wonder if there's any fizzy drink in the machine. I gained 11 EXP for that. I also noticed that there was an item on the floor there, which I picked up. Move along. Didn't I put the key in my second slot? It's going to be one of these games where you can't do anything unless you actually... Okay, just like the original Fallout, you actually have to press the button to switch slots. It's even got punch and kick in them, like... Someone is definitely channeling Fallout here. Wastes are no joke, you need to be prepared. You ready to do some training exercises before the briefing? Sure. If only because I want to grab stuff. I wonder if crafting gives experience. Rubber bullet. You know we're totally not going to be allowed to keep this stuff. Oh, maybe we are. I mean, it's a training weapon and training bullets, so it's probably not that valuable. You gained 1 experience point. You gained 3 experience points, okay. The target is too far. That probably seems like a great way to get into a game over. I wonder if we could start our game by just farming experience points. Okay, the rubber bullet works for any training firearm. I mean, what the hell is a training firearm anyway? It's just the gun itself should just be perfectly fine. What's this? A brick. Like actual individual items inside the inside the container. Well, at least I suppose we can learn how far a grenade can be thrown. Wow, the grenade doesn't really it doesn't really travel through the air, does it? It just kind of blows up like that. What do you mean you can't see the target? That is head height? Oh, I guess it is, actually. Okay, I forgive the game. Are they using real guns? Okay, I got my health back. I get the feeling you are not going to get to keep any of this stuff. It's just too much stuff to give you straight away. You did it! You made it! Got 15 experience points for doing that. Well, if we're not going to keep any of this stuff, then I'll take the experience points. That's like a fifth of a level already. You have to hold left click. Okay. You don't ever see, like, the chances. To succeed in doing something. Which is a bit annoying, in my opinion. Like, how do you know if what you're doing has a good chance of success or not? Okay. Does this work as long as it's in my inventory? Let's see, tinkering. 33. Okay, you have to hold it in your hand. That's going to be annoying. At least it automatically puts the correct items in the right place. There's also experiment, which is... I don't know if that even does anything. Plastic ball. Oh, there's definitely some instead. There's definitely some experience points to be made by faffing around. I have no idea what the experiment thing does. Like, for example, I know that you can make a shotgun shell in real life, right? You can make a shotgun shell with metal, gunpowder, and paper. Okay, because it's just a small steel bottom, or aluminium or copper bottom, depending on how far your country has slipped into the horrors of metal prices. Because obviously copper is really expensive. Ideally, it should be copper, but you could use any metal. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. So you just have a bottom cap, which the pin will strike, and then you will have the gunpowder in that cap, and then tucked into that cap will be just paper, which holds the ball bearings. So it's a relatively simple item of ammunition to make. Which is why shotguns would be like the weapon of the apocalypse as long as you can find gunpowder. Okay, I experimented. You learned a new recipe, zip gun round. You've managed to spill the invaluable gunpowder onto the ground. Good work, now it's gone forever. Oh man, what a guess. Although it's not a shotgun round, it's a round for a terrible weapon. What a guess. I don't like guessing though. It feels to me like you're going to need a guide for this game just to know what the unlocks are. Especially when experimenting results in, you know, losing stuff. Okay. Alright, it doesn't do anything unless the combination is valid. Like, nails and gunpowder and metal could also be used to make a shotgun round. Is there disassembly in this? What have we got here? Quest tracker. It's just my status page. Okay. We're in. I love how this guy is just watching me rob the place. Wow, that's a lot of gunpowder. I'm almost encumbered already. Are we making like a check here? Hey! Real ammo. There's no way they let me keep all this. I guess you can't change the ammo. Can't switch to 9mm. 0451. There was just a pair of specs in there. +1 attention. Requirements attention less than 5. Well, our attention by default is 5. So maybe they'll kick in if we ever get anything that any penalty that reduces attention. I'm like so encumbered already. Let's teach the sleephead a lesson. Steal his gun from him. Your throat would have been slashed minutes ago. Give him back his mackerel, Oskar. If I catch you off dozing again. I wonder how you transfer stuff between characters. Just like that. Stimulant Fen. Oh, stem packs. Very Fallout. Super stem. See a middle-aged man frankly dig through the pockets of his starched white lab coat. On a mission. Good, good. Why are you visiting me then? What are your glasses doing in the safe? Safe? Not sure. Could have wasted my whole morning looking for these if it wasn't for you. And what valuable experience have you gleaned from our interaction? Have you tried looking at the issue from that perspective, Cadet? We turn Oskar into a thief. The thing is, it doesn't tell you what your chances are at all. So how can you have the slightest clue as to whether, you know, pickpocketing is a good idea or not? Now, my skill in pickpocketing is... Oscar's skill in pickpocketing is terrible, but the point still stands. RPGs are games about making good decisions based on the information that you have. If you give the player no information, then they cannot make good decisions. Like, 26 pickpocket is a low amount, sure, but if the guy is very easy to pickpocket, then the decision to pickpocket could be a good one. You know, there was a problem with the original Fallout in that it really encouraged people to just save before doing anything and then try and do it and then reload if it didn't work. And it seems to be here. Man, we might be able to level up at this rate. Garbage bins, the treasuries of the wastes. Are they now? But in the apocalypse, they wouldn't be, would they? Man, crafting things to make EXP is like reminds me of World of Warcraft. Despite years that have passed since the creation of this cairn, its contents are still edible. Hunger equals 0 out of 1,500. What? Okay. Oh, it was 1,000 before, right? And then I ate the biscuits and it went down. It went down to 600. It wasn't like that the biscuits changed it to 600. It reduced the number. And the eating just reduced it all the way down to 0. That's what's going on. I've also gained 1 point of radiation without, like... Hey, there's the bottle. Is that item still stored in the craft menu? Yeah. Ah. Do we do it like this? Okay, well that was very strange training. What the f... That was the weirdest training I've ever done in a game. We were like, I'm like, how do you do the training? Is this... Oh man, this scrolls but really slowly. And it also zooms in and out while you're doing it. I'm like, how do we train? And the guy is like, oh yeah, I just pull out my AK and shoot you in the chest. To be fair, a very valuable lesson that every person who practices a martial art should learn very quickly is that your martial art is no match for having a firearm unloaded into you. No matter what you think about your swiftness. I think we were done with the tutorial area.
Atom, a branch of the Soviet army created long before the war, caused by the imperialist conquerors. Our mission does not end in gathering pre-war technology and reviving our Soviet motherland. We also strive to reach the pre-war quality of life for all. To realize those goals, we often send search expeditions into the wasteland. Not long ago, one of such expeditions, led by General Morozov, lost all contact with the base. Our human resources are limited. Therefore, the standard procedure is to send out but a few agents to investigate this problem. You are one of the chosen for this mission. General Morozov's troops had an important quest to locate, control, and study a secret bunker. Bunker 317. According to our data, it is located near the village of Otradnoye.
Vault 317. I'll explain that in a second.
Contact our agent in the city of Krasnoznamonye, codename Fidel. He's hiding in plain sight as a barkeep in the outskirts of the city, so apart from physical aid, he can offer you informational support as well. You will learn the password needed to contact our agent from the envelope. Destroy it upon reading. And remember, your mission is to gather intelligence on the disappearance of Morozov and his troops. No heroics. The wastes are a dangerous place. Good luck, Cadet, and let there be Atom.
Here I am, my Christmas jumper. Get your weapon. Get your weapon. What a surprise. Clean clothes, that holes with tears, and so much other stuff. Must be difficult carrying around such a load of stuff. Such a load of stuff around. It's painfully clear you're about to get robbed. Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, they were never going to let us keep all that stuff that I picked up in the training area. I'm not even sure why they let me pick all that stuff up. Huh. Well, go ahead and rob me. This is going to be an unstoppable thing, for sure. Yeah, everything's gone. Even my hat is gone. The precious knowledge remains. Okay, alright, the game has truly begun. But I'm going to say that is it for now, as we are out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this campaign. And special thanks to Oscar's dad for sponsoring it. He's about to learn all about all kinds of things about his son that he never knew during the course of this campaign. Like Oscar's taste for human flesh. No. Well, I don't know actually. I mean, there's always been a joke in the original Fallout games that there's like a cannibalism perk and cannibalism quests. I don't know what the obsession was. Oh, I was going to explain the Bunker 317 thing. So, the original 2 Fallout games were exactly like this. Fallout 3, which is the game that most people are familiar with, the FPS, it might as well have just been a totally different game. Anyway, the vaults in the original games, if my memory serves me correctly, were Vault 13 and Vault 7. So, it's just the vault numbers from the original Fallout games backwards. Which is an incredibly subtle Easter egg. Unless I'm having a senior moment here. I'm just gonna double check the vault numbers from the original games. But I'm pretty sure I'm right, and that is an Easter egg. Yes, Vault 13 is from the original game. And maybe Vault 7 wasn't a thing? I'm pretty sure it was a thing. It says it was a thing in an expansion. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.